Hi, everybody, and welcome to our breakout session, How Electrolux People Are Living Our Sustainability Goals. My name is Vanessa Butani, and I'm Head of Sustainability at Electrolux Business Area Europe. I actually just rejoined Electrolux after having been away for 3 years. And this was kind of a big thing for me to come back to Electrolux. I had broken and thought I was moving on. But what really excites me about Electrolux is the great people, the great values, and the opportunity that I had to continue working with what I'm passionate about and take it to the next level. I was part of the team that defined our Shape Living for the Better platform, our sustainability platform, really, for Electrolux. And I'm really excited to continue to work with that in a role that's closer to the business now in the business area. I've now joined the leadership team for Electrolux Business Area Europe, where I will work to ensure that we integrate sustainability in everything that we do. To me, including this role in the leadership team really shows Electrolux commitment to sustainability, that we really want to raise the level here and talk about sustainability in our business. And on top of that, we've also included now sustainability targets for all of our leaders in our long-term incentive program. So that really gets us moving, obviously. I'd like to tell you a bit more about what integrating sustainability into our business means for me and my role. But first, I'll start with sharing a video about Electrolux and our purpose and what we're doing here.
We wake up, billions of us. We step out of bed thinking it's too early. We make coffee. We wash. We dry. We try to put something nice on. We cook. We experiment. We take chances. We make schedules work. We solve problems, and we make new plans. We work hard. We make the most with what we have, and we try to find meaning. How billions of people live has great impact on our future. It's all of the everyday things that, if made better, have the power to improve both quality of life and the world around us. We want to shape a better living. This ambition is embodied in everything we do, and has been for a century. It's in every idea, every product, and every interaction. It's about making outstanding taste experiences available to everyone. Rethinking fabric care to make clothes look and feel new for longer. It's about providing a safer and healthier home climate. About making the everyday into a better experience. At Electrolux, we are committed to drive a real change. For people, and for the health of our planet.
Okay, so that was our purpose. That's why we're all here, because we want to shape living for the better together. So that's the overall big picture for Electrolux. But I thought I'd share with you a little bit about what this means for me in my role in Business Area Europe. And the first goal that I have, as you can see, is to make sure that we're recognized by consumers as sustainability leaders. And this is a really important step for us. How are we going to do it? By providing solutions to change people's behavior to lead to more sustainable lifestyles, by designing circular products and business solutions that extend the life of our products, and articulating sustainability in all of our consumer or customer-facing communication. And so why are we doing this? Well, because we know that the majority of the impact actually from our products doesn't come from the manufacturing of them, although of course there's an impact there. It comes from when the product is in our homes and when we use it every day for 10 to 15 years. And we need to help make a difference for people already now. So for us, that means that we need to think sustainably in every single function, right? From how we start designing our products and their features and their makeup to how we then tell you, the consumer, about them. And that's the key to really get through to the consumer so that they understand and can really change their behavior. And now you're perhaps thinking, okay, so what should I do then? And I'll give you one tip, and that is turn the temperature down when you do the laundry. So you don't need to wash at 40 degrees. You can wash very well at 30 degrees, because the machines are so great and the detergents that we use these days are so great. So try and turn the temperature down. If we go to the next slide, we can see another part of the goal is, of course, 16,000 people on our sustainability team. That's what I need, right? If we're going to do this for real, it can't be just me standing on the barricade saying, let's be sustainable. We need everybody on the team together. We have so much incredible energy. We have so many ideas, and that's what makes working with sustainability at Electrolux so much fun. There's so many amazing things happening. So I see the opportunity we have to really involve everybody. That's the key, so that we can contribute to our targets and harness the energy to get there. And on the next page, you see shape living for the better. That's our purpose. That's why we're here. And I hope you can now see how we're doing on our endeavor to get there. And you can know that everybody that you see here today, all the people that speak to you from Electrolux, are committed to make this happen. And now maybe you're thinking, how can I get involved? How can I help to contribute to a great company like Electrolux? So there's a few things that I thought I could share that have been important for me in my career that may be interesting. What's been most important, I would say, is to be very clear on what it is I want to do, and not be afraid to tell everybody about that. So once I figured out that sustainability was my thing, I made it clear. I told everybody about it. Then when opportunities came up within sustainability, they thought of me. And I think that, and my true belief that business has a strong role to play in us being able to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030, is what helped me on my journey. So I identified my passion. And then I figured out what I was good at, my toolbox. I put those together, and that's, I see, where the power has been for me. So my advice to you is to really grab your toolbox, find your passion, and then come and talk to us. With that said, I'd like to hand over now to my colleague Helena, who will share with us what we're doing in IT and how we're integrating sustainability there as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa. So my name is Helena Babalon, and I'm head of IT sustainability at Electrolux IT. And I'm going to tell you about how we started to work with sustainability within IT. Next, please. So actually, it started, I was working with the digitalization of our corporate sustainability program that Vanessa was talking about, that she was a part of creating, and realizing working in IT that we didn't really have any agenda, we didn't really have an activity set that were specific for IT. Next, please. And there is actually a growing environmental impact of IT on the planet, and there is actually two areas. One is the energy use. The amount of data centers in the world is growing and growing, and you know the amount of data that we're storing, the big data, is becoming more and more. So here it's very important that the energy which is used for all of this industry is resourced in a renewable way. And then the other thing is actually at the end of this circle, that's how we take care of all the equipment that are used for this industry. So the electronic waste, unfortunately, is actually the biggest waste problem in the world. And only 20% of all this equipment is actually getting recycled in the proper way. And last year it was 50 million tons of e-waste in the world, and the year before 30. So it's really growing a lot. Next, please. So when we started this journey, I was working with other things and had another role, and I realized in order to do this properly, we need to have a team. So I suggested to our CIO that we should create a sustainability team within IT in order to focus on this properly. And that was approved, and so we did. Next, please. So when we started, It was a bit difficult because we started from a blank sheet of paper, and we had to think, what is IT? Because IT is so much. I mean, you know that working in tech, that there are so many things. And then we had to dig down, what is IT for us? What do we do within Electrolux? And where can we make an impact, and where can we change? Next, please. And then we started also to look externally, and we talked to other companies in order to understand what they did in this area, and also try to go find webinars and information and so on. And we, at this point, we didn't find that much, but at least enough to kind of get us going and to get some ideas on what to do. Next one, please. So finally, we set up a couple of focus areas for IT that we should work on. And for each focus areas, we set KPIs and targets together with the key stakeholders. And we have also made sure that these KPIs and targets are part of the objectives of everybody within the IT organization who is involved in this. So then they are also linked to Electrolux ambition to be climate neutral and circular. So when it comes to climate neutral, here we look at our data center and cloud, and to make sure that as much as possible is renewable. And if we look on the circular side, here we have to make sure that the equipment, when we don't use them any longer, that they are reused or recycled in a proper way. And in the middle, we have procurement. And in IT, you usually work with a lot of suppliers. So it's very important that you have requirements in place for everything that you buy and everything that you procure, and also to make sure that you have a good communication with your suppliers, that you share your goals with them. Next, please. So as a key, I would say in any work on sustainability is really to work together and to collaborate. And I see when everybody is running together towards the same goal, that is really when you can make a change for the better. Thank you. And now Elke will share with us what we have been doing in this program in regards to printing. Please, Elke.
Thank you, Helena. Hello, everybody. I'm Elke. I'm IT business partner in Germany and Austria. And I'm happy to tell you the great story, how we brought sustainability into our day-to-day life. So what can happen at Electrolux if you take 100 years of Electrolux experience, 500 Electrolux employees, and give them one goal? And in 2019, we have introduced the Better Living program in Germany and Austria. And here you can also see some of the 16,000 faces, the Better Living team in Germany. And we said, how can we bring the Better Living program sustainability to our day-to-day life? The next slide, please. And as an outcome from this great event, 100 years of Electrolux, we became really 600 great ideas from our teams. And many of them were around printings. Then we said, let's become really a paperless office in Germany and Austria, and let's do it in small steps. So first we started with a team from Austria, the customer service team, just use one tool in a different way. So it's just about a different way of thinking, different way of use what you have. And the team has really done the first big step at the company just to show what is possible by using what we have. So they have reduced their printings by 85%. Then we said, let's take the next step in a bigger team. Accounting and tax, of course, has more paper usage. And let's use some more tools for this team. And again, just with a different way of thinking, different way of working, and having likely more experience in the tools, they were able to reduce our printings by 60%. And then last year, we did a big step in our sales teams. And they are really a big team using complete new tools, were able to reduce their printings by 90%. So and everything happened in more or less 18 months. And the results are really, really great. So where we are now is really amazing. We have reduced our printings by 85%. We have reduced now the hardware, the printers by 70%. And of course, we have reduced our CO2 impact just by using low energy printers. And you can imagine the German and Austrian team is really proud to be part of this great success. And sustainability became really part of our daily life. And you can see here more ideas in the backlog. So almost every day we are talking about sustainability and how can we become better? How can we do something for the planet? And our next ideas are here working together with Helena on the IT asset reuse and recycling, how we can implement a European way of working to reduce our e-waste. And now let's listen to Katarzyna. She will tell us a bit about continuous learning at Electrolux.
Thank you, Elke. My name is Kasia Lipinska, and I work as a digital innovation lead at Electrolux. And I'm very honored to talk to you today about building sustainable workplace by embracing lifelong learning. Next, please. According to Deloitte Human Capital Trends Report, most workers now face 60 to 70-year-long professional career punctuated by several careers and many jobs. The average time people spend in a job is 3 to 4.5 years, and the half-life for any learned skill is only 5 years. This means that we live in a completely new world, one where the demand and ability to keep learning throughout one's career is something that we all need to embrace. Next, please. As you can see, lifelong learning has been identified as crucial to the achievement of sustainable development and quality in education in the 2030 United Nations Agenda. And as you could hear from my colleagues before, Electrolux also applies companies' skills, resources, and influence in pursuit of these global goals. We want to develop thought leadership and tools to inspire and equip also other organizations to increase their contribution to sustainable development. Next, please. Today, online tutoring is a booming sector that everyone from Ivy League universities like Harvard, Stanford, and MIT to individual strivers are embracing. With online platforms like Coursera, edX, Udacity, we are able to take courses with some of the world's top educators on topics ranging from psychology, finance, gamification, to design and history. I've signed up for a famous CS50 Introduction to Computer Science at Harvard University, and this is very, very cool. Next, please. Since lifelong learning is the new norm, we want to work also for the organizations that support and enable that learning in meaningful ways. And I must admit that Electrolux is such a company. This year, more than 60 employees in IT Europe will be offered further education with Pluralsight. Pluralsight is one of the online tutoring platforms focused strictly on technological skills. By offering targeted and customized courses, programs, we want to help our employees to upskill and gain new skills according to their requirements, but also according to the current needs of our company. To finish, I prepared a list of 10 online platforms, and I chose one course per platform that either I personally signed up for or which are the most popular among other users. I really hope that it will give you some inspiration to explore these opportunities further and embrace lifelong learning. And I wish you good luck.